Good morning. It is Monday. I want to make sure. Sorry. Last time I recorded it, recorded the whole thing sideways, and I want to make sure it's not doing that this time, but I don't really know how to check. So, fingers crossed. Okay, as you guys know, if you've been following along the saga of my life, got knocked out by the flu last week. I took my own advice and really took time to sleep and rest and wait until I was pretty much fully recovered to come back. So first day back, you're going to get legs today. I'm going to play around with a new workout and using bands doing that. I've done this workout myself and lots of times with clients, but I want to sort of keep playing around with these bands because I know it's such a great option, especially for all of us that don't have an unlimited number of dumbbells at home or maybe don't have any. So let's start getting warmed up. Actually going to get a warm up on the ground starting on hands and knees. So meet me down there. Okay. Come to hands and knees. And we'll just start out with easy cat-cow. Side to side motion, if that feels good to you. Just moving up our spine and core here. Starting to get that internal body temp to increase as well. My home gym is in our basement, so I wasn't exactly sure what the temperature would be like down here now that it's finally starting to get cold. It's about 14 degrees today in Minnesota, but I think I'm slightly overdressed for indoor working out. Okay, let's go into thread the needle. So shift that weight to your left hand. Right hand's gonna go up. Exhale, twisting through. Up again. Exhale, twisting through. All right, same thing on the other side. All right, we'll do around the world bird dogs next. So shift your weight back to that left hand, right hand, left leg extend, reach around, grab that ankle kick, get a quad stretch, knee to elbow underneath. Okay, whew. We'll switch. So shift your weight over to that right hand, left leg, or left hand, right leg, gonna extend, reach around, carefully, grab that ankle. One more. Yes. Good. Finish it off. Beautiful. Okay. I'm going to pause. Take my socks off. I already feel like I've lost some fitness over the past week. It's crazy, you know. You really have to keep moving your body and pushing consistently. You won't lose, obviously, everything in a week, but it does. We do need to keep working out consistently. It's not just like, hey, I worked out one time this month and I'm done, because you lose your gains about half in like twice as long as it took you to get them. So that makes sense. If you're like working out hard for 2 weeks, you can lose those gains in like about as much time or even half as much time. So really important to keep pushing, listening to your body. But if something happens, like to me, get right back into those habits that you want to reinforce. Okay, we're gonna push up to down dog. Here we go. Okay, push up to down dog. And then from here, we're gonna take that right leg up high and come in, knee to nose. Right leg high, elbow, right leg high, knee to elbow. Going back and forth. Up, knee to nose, twist, knee to elbow. Good, we'll get one more time through it. Knee to nose, twist, knee to elbow, outside, knee to elbow. Whew. We drop through those knees. We need a little break. I'm gonna scoot this back. I'm ripping up the carpet. Okay. All right. On the other side, into downward dog. So tuck those toes under, press through your palms, heels go up. This time inhale that left leg high, stretch. Shift forward, knee to nose. Exhale. Good. Outside. Yes. One more time through. Curve that spine. Knee to nose. Whew. Oh, okay. I'm getting warmed up now. How about you? All right, take a little breather here. Grab some water. Okay, we are going to start with Bulgarian split squats using the bands for some extra resistance. Make sure you can fully see me. Good. Okay, you can see the laundry too. I try to keep this space clean and tidy, but I also want to show you guys, you just got to make it work. This basement doubles up as our laundry area, as our storage, as our Christmas wrapping station, and it might be the same for you. I know most people that I work with don't have a whole entire home gym. You just have to carve out the space that you need, take what you need, get yours, and make it work. Even in a very small space, it can totally work. Okay, so we're going to start with Bulgarian split squats. We're going to do a drop set, which means we're going to do one set with weights, and then we're going to do a second set right away with no weights. If you are building up strength and you're saying, hey, Annie, my first set is with no weight, that's okay. Just take a little break and do another set with weights or with no weight. Or if your first set is no weight, just body weight, which is not no weight, I shouldn't say that, just body weight only. Find a pole or a chair or something to like hang on to give yourself a little support so that your second set is a little bit easier. The idea here is the first set is harder, the second set is easier. So whatever you need to do to make that true for you, do that. Okay, and then again, along those same lines, for me, I want everyone in like the 8 to 10 rep range. So I'm not going to necessarily say like, do this many reps, do this many reps. I want you to be able to figure out for yourself. If you're down in the 4 to 6 rep range, that's really like powerlifting and super heavy weights, which is pretty tough to do at home. If you're up above 12, if you're in like the 15 to 20, that means the weight is probably not heavy enough. And you're really in that cardio range or that muscular endurance. And we want to be right in that sweet spot, that Goldilocks spot, where by the end of 8 to 10 reps, it's hard. Like you probably could not do 15 or 20. Now, if you don't have literally any more weights, you're already going super slow and you still can do like 15 to 20, then cool. I mean, it's a home workout, so you have to modify to do what works to make it work. But ideally, I want all of you in that 8 to 10 rep range for all the exercises that we do, unless I specifically say something else. Okay, so get your weight set up. I'm going to start with just one band to kind of get a little bit more warmed up. I know this first set, especially with Bulgarian split squats, is kind of a shocker to the system. Okay, so, all right, if you're using dumbbells, it's the same. You're going to hold, you can hold those up at your shoulders or down at your waist, just using that extra weight to cause your body to do some extra work. Okay, with the bands, the way we set it up is step right with that right foot where you want it to be. Get your balance. Arms are going to come up at your shoulders, palms facing forward. Then hook those elbows back to lock it in place. Once you have your balance, that left leg slips back on the bench or chair or box or whatever you're using. And then we're slowly going to lower down and spring up. Use your breath. Inhale as you lower. Exhale as you explode up. I'm going to do one more here. Whew. Okay, that first set is always the hardest. So if it feels super hard, don't worry. Switch over to left foot. Anchor down on that left foot. Get your balance. Hands come up. And then that right leg goes back, laces down. We'll slowly lower and up. One more. Yes. All right. Drop that band. Set your weights down. Next set is going to be body weight only. Here we go. With the body weight, really focus on your balance, getting that back knee down nice and low, and your breath. One more. Yes. Woo. All right, shake those legs out. And we'll switch. Left leg anchors down. Get that balance. Right leg feels for that bench or box. Laces down. Here we go. Whew. Okay, nice work. Give you some high fives. Great job. Grab some water. You're gonna take a 60-second break between sets. And then we'll go again. We're getting 4 total, so 3 more. During the rest time, make sure you're intentionally resting. It means drinking water, resting and recovering, right? Drinking water, bringing your heart rate down, be shaking those legs out or stretching a little bit. Do your best to stay off your phone or tablet or device or whatever is going to drag your mind away from this workout. This hour is your time to really focus in on yourself. And if you let yourself be distracted, your mind's going to get out of the workout. It's how home workouts get hard because we get easily distracted. So really focus on discipline here, almost like a meditative work during the rest period. If someone else came in and interrupted you, you'd probably be pissed, right? You'd be like, I'm working out. What are you doing? So why do we let ourselves interrupt ourselves? We let ourselves distract us, interrupt the workout, get in the middle of what we're doing. Speaking for myself personally here, maybe you all have perfect discipline, but that is definitely something that I struggle with. And having that mindset, that mentality that this time is for me, not for other people's Instagram feeds or memes or whatever, someone's texting me, that really helps. That really helps me to stay focused during the workout. And also the mindset that the recovery time is just as important as the work time. And especially as we age, it really is, right? We're not 20 anymore. We don't bounce back. Like, we need to really be intentional in everything that we do. Work hard, recover hard. Work hard, recover hard. Be super focused like a Jedi warrior during these workouts. And that thought discipline, with your thoughts and staying focused is a muscle that you strengthen as well. And that's going to carry over into our other activities throughout the day. All right, let's get going again. I'm going to add one 10-pound band here. Make it a little bit more challenging, see how that goes. Again, we're just getting used to these bands, especially those of you who are maybe not working out with me every single day, but it's just a couple days a week. So give yourself lots of grace. That you're like, I don't know how these work. I don't know how this is going to feel. Just exploring, playing, and figuring it out. These are really, really, really a great tool. But you just have to kind of dig in and kind of figure them out. Okay, so starting on that right foot. Whew, that 10 pounds kind of adds a lot. All right, here we go. I'm going for 8. Yes. All right, switch feet. Shake those legs out just a little bit. Anchor down on that left foot. And we'll go right into it. Whew, get that balance. All right, here we go. Yes. Whew. All right. Remember, we're doing a drop set, so literally drop those bands, drop your weights carefully onto the ground, right back onto that right foot, and here we go. Yes. Whew. Great job. Shake those legs out and switch. We're right into that left foot. Don't think about it too much. Just go right down into it. Whew. Yes. Nice job. Give me a high five. All right, take 60 seconds. Recovery. I'm not going to give you the whole PSA this time. Just be really intentional with this recovery time. Okay, we'll get started in about 15 seconds. So start getting set up. Maybe strip down if you need to lose a layer. All right, here we go. We'll start on that right foot, anchor down. Got hands up at your shoulders, elbows out, keeping those bands locked in. Here we go. Nice and slow down. Boom. Explode up. Two more. Yes. Whew. All right, shake that body out. Switch legs. Here we go. Lock down that left leg. Right foot's gonna reach back. The bench. Yes. Whew. All right, that drop set is next. Back to the right leg. Take a big cleansing breath and get right into it. Don't overthink it. Yes. Whew. Switch legs. Again, don't think about it too much. Just get your balance and get right into it. Two more. Yes. All right. Great work. Take 60 seconds. And we'll get started on the last set. We'll get started in about 15 seconds. We'll get set up. Mentally ready. Last set here. Maybe add one more band. See if you can, or combine your bands with dumbbells. See if you can really push yourself on this last set. Maybe just get down a little bit lower or go a little bit slower when you're lowering down on the descent part. Whew. All right, here we go. That balance first, then the left leg goes back, laces down always. Not, when I say laces down, I mean not toes up. Okay, it's going to help you cheat a little bit. Laces down. Here we go. Whew. Yes. All right, let's switch over. Left foot anchors down. Hands up, get your balance. Then reach back. Yes. Drop those weights. Take one big breath. And here we go. Three more. Yes. Whew. Shake those legs out. Here we go. All right. Whew. Give me some high fives. All right, take some time to recover. Grab some water. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is a little mini circuit, a little superset. It's not drop set like we just did. It's two different exercises. So the first one is going to be a goblet squat, and second one is going to be a plie squat. So if you're using dumbbells, you just need one heavier dumbbell. I'm going to experiment with doing this with bands. I've never tried it before, but I'm going to see how it goes. So if you're doing bands, stick with me. You can see how it works. Okay, so I'm going to go back to just a lighter, just one band to sort of experiment and do one warm-up set. Okay, so goblet squats, you're going to be holding, if you have a dumbbell, you're going to be holding it right here in the heel of your hands. Let me show you with a dumbbell. If you have a heavy enough dumbbell to do this, this would be great. So you hold it right here. in the heel of your hands, just one, and we're going to squat. So essentially working on building up into true front squat. If you don't, we're going to try that same, should look the same with the bands. So let's see how this goes. Yeah, right here. And we're going to press those hips down and back, keep that chest up and up. I'm going to try with 2 feet. You can play around it. Usually, if you're shorter or if the band's lighter, you can put both feet on the band. If you're tall like me, or if your band's just heavy, just do 1 foot. Okay. Whoa. Okay, so kind of hit those elbows out, so it's going to lock it in place. Hands are right here at your chest, and right above your, right under your chin. And we're going to squat and up. Yeah, that's good. Make sure you use those elbows to lock that weight, that band out, so it doesn't flop where you don't want it to. Nice and slow going down. Good, okay. Release that. Plie squats are next. So you're gonna change your feet. You're gonna take those feet out nice and wide. Toes turned out. Knees out over your toes like a ballerina, right? And then from here, we're gonna hold that weight in between our hands, hanging straight down. So, see how this works with bands. Make sure you anchor that band down right under the arch of your foot so it does not go anywhere. And then keep your heels anchored down. Okay. So hands, let's interlace those fingers. So those weights are just right, like your hands are hanging straight down. And from here, we're going to turn those knees out and up. Good. Squeezing those glutes together at the top, like you're trying to squeeze the floor together with your legs. Keep that chest up. This is not a sumo deadlift, so that will be the difference. Just bend straight down and up. Last one. Whew. Yes. Okay, so you might be wondering what that does. Whenever we're doing exercise, squats, Roman chair in the gym, deadlifts, when we turn our feet out, it's more work in the glutes and less in the quads and hamstrings. If you turn your feet in parallel, it's going to put more work on the hamstrings or the quads and less emphasis on the glutes. Okay, just taking my ring off. It's getting in the way. We're going to go through that a couple more times. So we'll get ready to start in about 30 seconds. To lock, grab some water. Okay, this is all we're going to do today, these 2 supersets. As we get more familiar with this workout, I'm going to add in probably 2 more exercises, but it took me a while to kind of explain the first 2 today. So that's all we're going to do because I want to keep these workouts a manageable amount of time for you guys. Okay, so let us get started. So we're back to that goblet squat, starting with a good strong squat stance. That weight right at your chest, hands right under your chin. And here we go. Press that weight down and back, up and through. Really squeeze those glutes at the top. Nice and slow going down. Remember that time under tension is what we want, all three directions. Concentric when we're working, isometric hold right here, eccentric while we're lowering, and then isometric at the bottom again. Two more. Yes, last one. Beautiful. All right, turn those toes out. Take a slightly wider stance for the plie squats. Toes go out. Hands interlaced, right, hanging straight down. Turn those toes out a little bit more. Beautiful ballerina form. And here we go. Drop straight down, up and squeeze like you're trying to pull the corners of your mat together. And at the top, squeeze for a little bit. See if you can feel both your glutes and your quads all engaged, and squeeze right here. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whew. All right, good work. Give me some high fives. We're gonna go through that 2 more times. Grab some water. Stay in this workout even during the recovery. Whew. All right, let's get set up. I'm gonna play around with adding a little bit more weight and see how that goes. A little bit more resistance. So right now I have a blue band, which is 20 pounds. I think I'm just gonna switch it out for a green band, which is 30. So I always just kind of pushing those edges. And honoring how your body feels today. It's Monday. It might feel a little bit rough depending on what you did for the weekend. And if that's the case, just ease back into this workout, reinforcing these good habits, right? You might feel raring to go if you took like a true recovery day yesterday. And if so, again, just honor your body wherever you are right now. Push those edges. Add some more weight. All right, here we go. Goblet squats first. Press those hips down and back, up and through. Yes, all right. Transition to those plie squats. So feet go wider, change your stance first, change your grip. Hands together, dropping straight down, no bend in your elbow. All right, here we go. Turn those toes out, press those knees straight down. Oh, I say just a little bit. There we go. All right. You may see as we go through this workout, you can drop down lower than before. That's awesome. Just push those edges. Hip mobility is never, ever a bad thing. Last one. Yes. Whew. Okay. Take a little breather here. Got 60 seconds rest. And then we'll get our last set in. All right, how you doing? You still hanging with me? Awesome. Yeah, this is a good workout. It's fun. My definition of fun goes fast. It's like sneaky hard work. Whew. Building that muscle so we can build that strong metabolism. It's like always investing in our, not just our health 401k, but our metabolic 401k. There's, that myth that as we get older, our metabolism slows down, but it doesn't have to be that way. It's what happens naturally for most people because they don't intentionally focus on putting muscle on their frame, keeping muscle on their frame. The more muscle you have, the higher metabolism you're going to have, stronger metabolism, because that muscle is just going to require more calories just to exist. So that's why strength training is so important, especially as we age. So good. Plus, it makes you feel like a badass. So it's kind of win-win. All right, let's get this last set here. Starting with those goblet squats. Get your nice wide squat stance. Feet just about shoulder width apart, maybe a little bit wider. Toes angled slightly out. Hands are going to be right under your chin and right between your chest and your chin. And here we go. Get this last set. Yes, one more. Good. All right, get set up for plie squats. Change your stance, change your grip. Just turn those toes out. Hands are going to go together. Oof. I have a lot of trouble with this one. Hopefully you guys don't have as much trouble as I have, but I think get set up with your stance first. Make sure you anchor down through your arches of your feet. Okay, and then link those hands together. And here we go. Up and squeeze every time. Down low, up and squeeze. Three more. Here's 3, 2, and 1. Ooh, yes. Hold right here. Squeeze everything together like you're trying to pull that mat together. We'll hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whew. All right. We are done with this workout. Kind of playing around with these exercises, how they work with the bands, and building up to a new workout. Next week, I'll do it again, adding in a third exercise. I won't spend quite so much time explaining. But in the meantime, take time to stretch, drink lots of water, be good to yourself, make sure you get outside, get some sunshine or even just some natural light on your face, and take good care of your body, okay? Thanks so much for joining me. I love you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow.